Hey, what's up guys, Moses here. Today we're going to talk about the comparison between the TCL C745, which was released in the year 2023, and the TCL C735, which was released in the year 2022. Both of these televisions are a big deal today. If you're going to get one, just know you're going to end up with a near perfect television for value for your money. For example, the TCL C745 comes with a lot of impressive features that were improved from the TCL C735. When we're looking on the display technology of these two televisions, we have near same experience, but the only difference comes in on the black labels. The TCL C745 has this technology that is called local dimming. This technology helps in making dark areas even more darker. For an LED television to achieve an OLED-like dark pictures, you have to employ a technology called local dimming. And the TCL C745 has 120 local dimming zones, which is a very big deal about these televisions. This means that the TCL C745 can get really dark. The darks will appear extra dark on this television compared to the TCL C735, which lacks this feature. On one of my previous videos regarding the TCL C735, I told you guys that television was almost perfect, but the only thing that it lacked were the full array local dimming zones. So this doesn't mean that the TCL C735 is a lesser appealing television when compared to the TCL C745, but for a keen eye, you're going to notice a very big difference when looking at the darker pictures. They will appear like an OLED dark picture quality, which is really impressive. And also the other thing about the display technology of the TCL C745 is that the blooming of the halo effect is less pronounced on this television when compared to that of the TCL C735. When looking at the pictures and movies on these two televisions, you are going to notice that they are almost perfect. The contrast ratio and the saturation, it's almost near perfect. I enjoyed watching movies, playing games, and also watching sports on these two televisions because these two televisions can support up to 120 Hz refresh rate and can be bumped up to 144 VRR variable refresh rate for the TCL C735 and the TCL C745. This is a big deal, especially for those people that have PS5 or Xbox, which can stream their games up to 120 Hz, which is really sweet. TCL is known for its value for money when it comes to televisions, and between these two televisions, when getting them, you're going to notice that they perform almost like these big companies. When it comes to connectivity, these two televisions have similar connectivity. For example, both of them, they come with Bluetooth version 5.0, which is a disappointment for the TCL C745. I expected it to ship with the Bluetooth version 5.3, which is the latest and new Bluetooth version, but the Bluetooth 5.0 is still a very good feature, which means that the range of connectivity has been increased on these two televisions. Also, we have 4 HDMI ports, which is really sweet. One of those ports supports ARC or eARC and up to 144 variable refresh rate for both of these televisions. We also have an RJ45 Ethernet port, which you can connect your television to the internet using that Ethernet port to be able to take full advantage of your Wi-Fi speeds. We also have an optical cable for the old generation, that really fancy optical cable, but personally I don't fancy optical cable. I'd rather use an HDMI cable to connect it to my soundbar or home theater system. We also have a cable in for connecting this to your cable provider, and also we have a USB 2.0, which is a bummer on this generation. The only thing that was disappointing to me, I'll say this, is the USB speeds 2.0, which is rather small. This technology has been there since a very long time. I was expecting the TCL C745, which is a current television, to support USB 3.0 speeds, which will be really sweet. I swear the overall build of these two TCL television is immaculate. Both of these televisions come with aluminum frame, which is fancy for what you are paying to get this television. For example, these two televisions really feel premium when compared to other televisions at that price point. The aluminum frame and the bezels, which are low, give this television that vibe of a very expensive television set, which is miles better than many other televisions of that price point. The other difference comes in when you look at the sound of these two televisions. The TCL C745 has that bassy boom and deep sound when compared to the TCL C735. Has 2 times 15 watts speakers, which really sounds amazing. Plus, on top of that, we have a sub which makes this television boom. The TCL C735 has 2 times 10 watt speakers and a sub which also sounds amazing, but not as deep as the TCL C745 when it comes to sound production. Both of these televisions support AirPlay 2, which is mind-boggling. For what you're paying, getting AirPlay 2 speaks a lot. This means that you can connect these amazing televisions to your HomeKit, to your Apple's HomeKit, and be able to operate this television using your Apple network or Apple ecosystem if you have one, which is really amazing. Also, these are Google televisions. Not only Google televisions, these are certified Google televisions, which means that you are able to get updates regularly when Google releases them and TCL has them. You're able to install over-the-air updates, which is also mind-boggling for what you are paying. Google television is much better than the previous Android TV OS, which these smart televisions used to use, and I'd say that Google TV is somewhere up there and the Android television was somewhere there. Because the Google's TV interface is customer friendly, it makes viewing shows and movies really simple for people to enjoy the television without having to go an extra mile and figuring out where certain apps are hidden or not hidden. The other thing that these two televisions comes with is a very fancy remote. When you get this remote, the first thing that you'll be required to do is pairing this remote to your television. And this remote is a Bluetooth television remote, which is also mind-boggling. This is a really subtle feature that means a lot, especially to me as a tech nerd. Because having a Bluetooth remote means that I always don't have to point my remote control to the television to be able to control it. I hope you enjoyed this comparison video about the TCL C745 and the TCL C735. I will say this, whatever television that you choose, you're going to have a very good experience. TCL hasn't paid me or offered me anything in return to talk about these two televisions. TCL, if you're watching this video, please, I would like to review that 98-inch television. Please reach out to me. The TCL C735 and the TCL C745 have near same experience when using them. The only major difference is the speaker volume and also the 120 local dimming zones on the TCL C745, which are not present in the TCL C735. For not a keen eye, you're not going to see much of the difference between these two televisions. So, for whatever television that you choose, I think it will work for you. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.